now we come to the experiment part. Let me introduce what kind of equipment we are going to use in this lab. So first one is the DC power supply multimeter, used it before. Then breadboard, 2 resistor and 1 capacitor. The first thing is that we need 10 volt from the power supply. And we're going to measure it by the multimeter. 10 voltage. Okay, now we got the 10 volt. So since we get 10 volt, then we set up the circuit. So we come to the first one. Study Ohm's law by measuring voltage and current of DC circuit below. So in figure A, there's we call simple circuit. So similar like what we did before for these 2 resistors, we'll give them the name. We call this one R1, this one R2. This is for the R1. So I'll show you the photo later about the resistor we're going to read. So since we define this one is R1, put it into the board, the breadboard. Then link with the power supply. The supply comes to here. Okay, we'll turn on the power supply. It's 10 volt come. Then we're going to measure VBA. So I define this point is B, this point is A. Let's see. Actually, it's same with the voltage of power supply. After that, we come to measure the current I total. So now let's see. Okay, so here is the current I total for figure 2A. After that, we come to measure the total resistance R total for 2A. Wait for a while. Read from the multimeter. Now we come to figure 2B. It is second circuit, which is a series circuit. As what we see in lab 2, we put 1 feet of 2 resistors in the same column, which they are connected. So since the R1 and R2 they are in the series circuit, now we're going to measure voltage of VA first. So remember that this is R1 and this is R2. So since this is 2, this is 1, then this point is B, then C, then A. So first one VBA, which is from B to A. measure here to here. Positive part go to B, negative part come to A. Then we read the voltage VBA, then come to VBC. This is VBC. Then after that is VCA. VCA. This is VCA. So this is for the figure 2B or voltage measurement. Then we come to current part. So current part. So this is I total for figure 2B. Okay, this is R total of 2B. Be careful for the unit here. Be careful. You read it. Now come to the figure C. Figure C is a parallel circuit. What we are going to measure is VBA first. So, since they are parallel, I keep the power supply on it. R1, R2, B, and A point. Now we come to measure VBA and VBA. So this is VBA. The next one is I total. Here is the I total for figure 2C. I total for figure 2C. To see, this is the power supply. Come to here. Then go into the circuit. After that, connect with the multimeter. Then go to the black cable. Go back to the power supply. Then read this number. This is our I total for 2C. So now this is I1. I1 goes through the R1 resistor. This is I1 number here. Next one is I2. So this one is I2. So this is R total. R total for 2C circuit. So all the table 1 zeta we have measured already. Then after that you need to do the calculation. For the figure 2A you need to calculate R1. For the figure 2B you need to calculate R2. For the figure 2C you need to calculate I1. Then for 2C you need to calculate I2. Then you need to write in your report. Then that's for part 1. Part 1, study Ohm's law by measuring voltage and current of the DC circuit. Now we come to part 2, RC circuit. Then first of all, introduce this one to you. This is capacitor. Let's see what it looks like. One A circuit, which is this is the R resistor and C capacitor. We are in the series circuit, and give the power supply on this circuit. Okay, now it's from power supply. This clip from power supply and negative clip from power supply. Now we parallel a multimeter on the capacitor. Now here is a multimeter. We parallel the multimeter on the capacitor. Now you can see voltage here is 10 volt. Use the 10 gear here. After that, when we turn on the switch, which means we disconnect the R1 from the circuit, then the voltage is decreasing. This process we call discharge the capacitor. Then we will have a stopwatch here, and we'll start the time. So you need to measure every 10 seconds. Read one time about the voltmeter. Okay, every 10 seconds you read the voltmeter. So now when we read the multimeter, I would like to tell you need to read this number. Okay, this number is 10, 8, 6, 4, and here has scale. Totally is the 10 volt for the multimeter. So now you only need to read from here is 0, the lowest scale, to 10. Okay, every 10 seconds you need to read voltage, and we will do 2 times. Every time's totally 240 seconds. Okay, now I'm going to disconnect the resistor R1, and at the same time I will start the stopwatch. So 3, 2, 1, start. would like to introduce this meter to you. In part 2, above the big table, you will have 3. The first one is V. V equals to 10 volt. This is what we use in this part 2. And the second one is C. C is capacitor, which is here. Show you. So you can see here. We use this number, 470 microfarad. So this is for capacitor. Now we come to the meter. So the R meter is from here. R meter we have, because we are DC circuit, direct current circuit, then 20 kilo ohm omega per voltage, that is the R meter for DC circuit. Then we have 10 volt, so it means 10 volt should times 20 kilo omega, and finally we will get 200 kilo omega. So this one is our meter.